What's up guys, Sharkeatyellow here again, and as you guys can see here, yeah, the ban list came out, and it's completely different from the OCG. Of course, Shula's not in here, which is, I'm kind of happy and also kind of sad, but whatever, you can always dream. But anyway guys, so this is the March, the hell am I talking about? The September 1st to the December 13th, 31st ban list. So we're going to be having a ban list every 4 quarters, so that means every 3 months we're going to be having a ban list, so 4 ban lists each year. So I think this is how Konami's going to start doing it now. I think this is so Konami can actually prevent anybody complaining about OP decks, and we can just insta ban anything that we want that's essentially OP. So yeah guys, so I'm going to be talking about this. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about this and how it's going to affect the decks that I play, and specifically Ojamas. This is not perfecting the Ojamas. This is just me talking about the ban list and how it's going to affect the game and how the game is going to change from here on in. So anyway guys, let's get started. So all the dragon rulers or baby guys are banned. Thank God. Those cards were just retarded. Decks like that, retarded decks like that, just really affected me as a player, because it just made me like, you know what, fuck this game, dude. I'm one of those players that like I just want to play a really skilled deck and just beat someone with my pure skill, and decks like this that are just like herp derp, and any random person can just pick up the deck and play it. They just read the cards. Oh, this card is OP. I just do this. You lose. GG. So anyway guys, now after that rant about dragon rulers and how much I hate that deck, thank God, we're gonna be talking about the first banned card that was limited, and this is Elemental Hero Stratos. Elemental Heroes are officially dead. Don't play the deck, it sucks. It's officially dead. You need Stratos to do anything. Stratos was the backbone of the deck, and now for it being banned, it's just completely useless. Just go sell your cards. I really don't see any use for heroes anymore, unless you guys can prove me wrong. I've been playing heroes forever, and since Elemental Hero Stratos is now banned, there's really nothing the deck can do. And I know I see what they put at 3 now. I see those 2 cards they put at 3, but those cards really don't freaking matter, because you needed Stratos to do anything. You use those cards, you search Stratos, and then you play Stratos again, and then you search another card. So you just use those cards as an engine that they're not your deck, and now since Stratos is gone, you really don't have that engine to do that, and you really don't have like I said, that engine to do that, to thin out your deck and to get to those cards that you really need. And you really do need Stratos. I really don't see why they banned the card. I know it's a really freaking strong card, but if you guys can tell me why they banned the card, like, there was really no freaking point of banning this card. The deck Elemental Heroes are now officially dead. They're finito. They're gone. Just they're not even worth your time anymore. Shockmaster just locks down anybody. It was a really strong card. I think they should have banned this when what's it called, when windups were really strong. So that's when they should have banned it, but now they decided to ban it, and I really didn't see it doing that much damage this format, because there were other better Exceed monsters that you can go to with only 2 Exceeds. But it just promotes really strong play, and I think upcoming cards can actually abuse it from the upcoming sets. So now, card destruction. This card should have been banned forever ago. It should have been banned since like Lightsworns, and hell, even longer than that. This card is just way too freaking strong. It just gives you 0 penalty, and of course you're discarding your whole damn deck to draw more cards, but like, that's freaking broken. That right there is just stupid. Like, why would you have a card like that? Like, oh, my hand sucks. Card destruction. Their hand was really good. I drew a better hand. Their hand sucks now. GG, I win. So, yeah, guys. So, thank God they banned this card. This card, bleh. Screw you, card. Even though I really like the card, but screw you, card. Gateway of the Six. Yeah. 6 Samurais are they're essentially a dead deck. They needed this card to actually be consistent, and even with this being at 1, they were still really inconsistent. So with this now being banned, the deck is just completely inconsistent, and I don't know how it's gonna work unless you guys can prove me wrong and give me a way to actually summon those monsters as quickly as freaking possible. The deck is essentially inconsistent and don't play the deck anymore. Just sell those cards. That's my theory. Heavy Storm and Monster Reborn now being banned. These cards, I really don't care about these cards being banned. These cards were just cards that Konami gave to us, and they're like, here you go, guys, have fun. Have fun with this format. Here you go. And I really had no problem with these cards. I know a lot of people were pissed off, like, oh my god, Monster Reborn is so broken. Oh my god, Heavy Storm was so broken. I really had no problem with these cards. They would play them on me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. I have counterplays to counteract those cards. So you summon a big monster, I'll summon another big monster. You use Heavy Storm on me, who gives a crap? I can still beat you. These cards were just like, they were just unnecessary cards that, Konami gave to us, and we really didn't need, but we had, and we could play. But, it's whatever. I really don't care about these cards being banned. I really didn't even care if they were limited. Shit. They were just there, they were just there being nuisances, and that's it, I really didn't care. They really didn't affect me. They really didn't give me any problems, so whatever. The only problem Heavy Storm probably gave me was with Ojamas because of my country. Other than that, that's it. These cards I really didn't care about these cards, so who cares? Pot of Avarice, I'm really sad about this card being gone because it helped Ojamas a lot, especially my Ojama junk deck, where I can recycle my engine again with all my Ojamas and all my monsters in the graveyard. I can recycle that again, but it's whatever. It happens. The card really had zero cost to it, and it was just really strong, so it had to go. So, oh well. Bye, friend. Bye. Spellbook of Judgment, just a really stupid card. Really dumb. Super Rejuvenation, also a really dumb card that had no side effect. Let me see, what else? Solemn Judgment. I really don't see why this card getting banned. This card was one of those cards that were high risk, high rewards, and if you played it the right time, you won the game. If you played it at the wrong time, you essentially lost the game. So this card was really high risk, high reward, and I really don't see why it being banned was... I really didn't see any necessary point of it being banned. It was one of those cards that, like I say, high risk, high rewards, and if you played it at the right time, you won. If you played it at the wrong time, you lost. So whatever. Ultimate Offering just promoted OTKs. Fuck that card. Dragoons. Atlanteans are going to be really inconsistent. I don't know if the deck is still going to be playable, I think, but the deck is going to be super inconsistent with all your big boss monsters. I don't know how you guys are going to figure out a way to actually play the deck, because you really did need Dragoons. If Dragoons were at 2, the deck would still be inconsistent. So I don't know how Atlanteans are going to be playing out this format. And with Diva being at 1 now, it's going to hurt. Actually, you really didn't need Diva. You really needed more Dragoons. But now, since Dragoons is at 1, it's going to be a really inconsistent deck. And I would like to see how Atlantean players are going to actually bounce back from Dragoons being at 1. So I like to see that. Brotherhood, the Spirit, just a really strong card. Why not limit it to 1 before it becomes a nuisance? Allied Justice Birdman promoted OTK. So yeah, even though I really like the card, it promoted OTKs. Rescue Rabbit, I really don't see why Rescue Rabbit I don't see why Rescue Rabbit needs to be at 1. The card was, you really do need 3 Rescue Rabbits to do anything, and at 2 Rescue Rabbits, the card was really inconsistent. So yeah, most Rescue Rabbit decks are really inconsistent at 2. So now them putting at 1, any hopes of any Rabbit deck, any Dino Rabbit deck, it's just essentially thrown out the window, and they're just useless cards now. Excuse me. Evil Swarms, it's not going to really affect Evil Swarms that much, because they still have cards that can get out their Ophion as quickly as possible. They still have cards that can use their monsters efficiently enough to get their monsters out as quickly as possible. So Rescue Rabbit being semi-limited won't hurt the deck at all. And like I said, I still don't see why Rescue Rabbit is at 1. Really don't see why. The card was really inconsistent at 2 anyway. They really do need 3 rabbits to do anything. Thunder King Ryo, this card just crapped on Ojamas, and thank God it's limited to 1. I'm also kind of sad because I played it a lot in my Gravekeepers, and I actually knew how to use it with Gravekeepers. You guys might be surprised, because it prevents me from searching and adding cards to my hand, but I could use it really well. Most decks that like anti-meta decks are going to be really screwed over because of this card being limited to 1, but With my Ojama decks, thank God it's gone. Don't have to worry about it. DeLorean and Mine August just promoted OTKs. Screw those cards. Dimensional Fissure, thank God it's at 1. And same thing with Macrocosmos. Thank God these cards are at 1. Not because they were just really strong. I really didn't care. I actually played these cards in my Gravekeepers, but the only reason why I'm saying thank God they're at 1 now, because Ojama Junk are now going to be a really strong deck. Because these cards, all they had to do was play these cards on you and just remove your graveyard and say, like, you know what, screw you. You guys are not going to do any more plays. I'm just going to remove your engine from your graveyard and just screw you over and you lose the game. And now since these guys are at 1, Ojama Junk deck is going to be a really strong deck. So next card is Go Sarcophagus. I don't see why this card is at 1. If you guys can explain why, please tell me down in the comments down below. Royal Tribute, really don't give a fuck about this card being at 1. Most Gravekeeper players actually played, side this card out in game 2 because it was really predictable and it was essentially a dead draw. So it was also one of those cards that were high risk, high rewards. Yeah, so I don't give a crap. I'm a very extreme heavy Gravekeeper player, and I really don't give a crap. This card's at 1 now, so who cares? Bottomless Trap Hole being at 1, that's going to help out a lot of decks like Gravekeepers, my Ojama Junk decks, so they won't Bottomless Trap Hole any of my monsters. At the same time, Evil Swarms, you know, any Fire Fist cards, any Fire King cards won't be Bottomless Trap Hold, you know, stuff like that. Let me see, Compulsory Activation Device, Pandemic, what else? Soul Drain and Torrential Tribute. These cards were just really strong cards, and these cards are at 1 now because Solemn Judgment is now banned, and same thing with Heavy Storm is now banned. So why not put these cards at 1 so you know equal out the playing field, and you guys can only play these certain amount of cards and not just play pure OP cards. They want you to play actual theme-based decks that work with a theme, and less OP cards like these, you know, that can work with any deck. Let me see. Plexper Zombie and Mizuki now at 2. So this is really good. It's going to help out zombies a lot. I really don't see how they're going to affect the game. Maybe Plexper Zombie with the upcoming zombie monsters coming out. So if you guys can show me a really OP deck and why these cards are going to be OP, and, you know, prove me wrong. But I really don't see these guys doing any damage. Maybe just Plexper Zombies and Gravekeepers, and I mean not Gravekeepers, what the hell am I saying, and Light Sworns and stuff like that. But other than that, these cards are just, yeah, they're good coming back. I'm happy with them. TG Striker. Now, since TG Striker is at 2 now, and here we go, Agent of Mystery Earth is now at 3. Guess what, guys? Agents are back, and we're gonna have now an agent format again. Agents are gonna be really strong again. Yay, more agents, yay. I know some people are not happy about this, but I have most agent cards, and actually what the fuck. Sorry, excuse me, guys. I can actually play agents pretty decently well, so kind of happy these cards are back. It's probably gonna be one of those really big decks now. So yeah, guys, so these cards are now back, and agents are now viable. What else? Fire Formation Tenki, just, you know, really OP search card. Dimensional Prison, don't know why this is at 3. You know, maybe because it banishes stuff. I don't know. Let me see. Malicious, now at 3 because Stratos is banned, so why the hell not? Tsukiyomi didn't really do anything. Hero Lives and Emergency Call. Now, these cards, I don't care if it's at 3. The deck is still dead. Heroes are still dead. Like I said, you will use probably Hero Live, Special Summon Stratos, and then use Stratos' effect to, you know, get another monster to your hand, stuff like that. You know, it was an engine, and you can actually thin out your deck. And now with these 2 cards being at 3, it really doesn't matter. The deck is still dead. You will have to play all 3 of these cards, and it will make your deck even more inconsistent. So you really do need Stratos. So the deck is dead, guys. I don't want any arguing. The deck is dead. Blackwing Whirlwind, really awesome. You know, it's gonna help Blackwings a lot, so I like that. Heroic Seal of Convocation, this is gonna help out Heretics. They haven't been doing anything, so why the hell not? Power Duality, this is gonna help out the format a lot. It's gonna slow down the format, and it's gonna help decks like Gravekeepers, Evil Swarms, because they now, since Rabbits have one now, and it's also going to help out Agents, stuff like that. So cards like this, it's also going to help out Blackwing, so it's pretty cool. They're trying to make the format really slow, and oh yeah, I can't forget that Scapegoat. But what Konami is trying to do is that they're trying to make the format really slow, and they're trying to make it so that anybody can play it, and it can be a really skill-based format. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this. I really freaking enjoy this. No more OP decks, more skill-based format, and more slower format. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think. The decks that I've been talking about, like Evil Swarms, Ojamas, and Gravekeepers, are going to be really strong decks. Same thing with Fire King, Fire Fists, and Agents. They're going to be really freaking strong decks. So if you guys have those cards, pick them up now and start playing them, because those are going to be really strong decks. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think. Until next time, guys, I'll see you guys later. Bye.